Robhigan Jurgna refers to a YouTube channel with thousands of videos over the span of years. The name of the channel backwards translates to Angry Neighbor, and once watching the videos, you can see why. All of the videos show a black screen, with audio being the only thing discernible. What can be heard in many of these videos are the sounds of someone's house through a wall. These sounds range from loud music to loud children running around and making noise. The title of the videos share the thoughts of the person uploading them, often being hostile in nature, saying things like loud, rude, annoying, nosy neighbors. Some of these videos, however, don't really seem to record anything at all, which implies that whatever is supposed to be recorded is not loud enough to be picked up by the microphone, underscoring just how obsessive the person running the channel is. Not only that, but the profile picture of the YouTube channel creates some concern, as it shows multiple guns lined up, making some believe that the obsession with the neighbors might come to a violent end. One big question that remains unanswered is where exactly the audio is being recorded from. Most assumed that it was from the apartment or house next to the neighbors, but some have speculated that the audio sounds like it's taken from inside of the house where the commotion is happening, giving the audio a more sinister implication. The channel stopped uploading many years ago, and no definitive answer has been given as to the outcome of the feud between these neighbors. In the end, what makes this case unsettling isn't hidden codes, ARG elements, or elaborate myth-making. What exists instead is an extensive digital archive of thousands of uploads, documenting everyday domestic noise, reframed as harassment or hostility through the lens of the uploader. Enrix refers to an obscure early internet mystery surrounding a website for a disease that didn't exist. The site, hosted on AngelFire under the domain enrixangelfire.com, presented itself as a medical information page describing a strange disease called Enrix, sometimes also referred to as Gomek syndrome. The content was largely written in Thai and formatted like a legitimate health resource. At first glance, it seemed clinical, but interacting with the page quickly changed that tone. Clicking on the image of the doctor on the homepage would cause the text and visuals to progressively corrupt. The page would glitch into store and eventually reveal a smiley face, along with a message thanking the visitor. Other sections of the site contained corrupted text, strange formatting, and a hidden bypass login link that redirected users to a YouTube video titled Paris Phone Numbers Station. When viewers converted the audio numbers in that video to ACI, they spelled out the phrase evident agenda. This only fueled speculation that the site was part of an ARG. People also were talking about a large Thai PDF embedded deep within the site, later identified as an official Thai Department of Mental Health hotline manual. Ultimately, the giant manual had no hidden meaning. The mystery, however, was resolved in a much simpler way. Paul Hubbins, a developer and artist, publicly acknowledged that he created the website as a personal project, reportedly to scare or troll a friend. There was no larger conspiracy or ARG. The site was later removed from AngelFire, leaving behind only archives, mirrors, and discussions. Asa Bana is a term that, when searched up on YouTube, would present a bunch of gore videos and footage from surgeries showing organs and other gory videos. Many were rightly confused by this, and upon further inspection, people found out that the term related to a form of Buddhist meditation that requires a practitioner to focus on very body parts and organs. The search allegedly surfaced videos featuring graphic thumbnails and including decomposing bodies, autopsy imagery, and other unsettling visuals. The practice was mainly used to try and overcome lustful thoughts. Many didn't know what the term referred to, so many were confused when they tuned into it and saw a bunch of gore, turning it into an internet mystery. Magibon.com is a website that is now defunct as it requires Flash to run properly. But there was a time when the site was functional, and when it was, there were a couple videos on the site that had greatly disturbed people. But in able to understand these videos, one has to have some context. The name Magibon comes from a YouTube channel that goes by the same name. The channel posted many videos where the runner of the channel would just record themselves doing nothing but looking at the screen. For some reason, these videos were quite popular, and they all came out 11 years ago. All of a sudden, Magibon stopped uploading entirely, leaving many wondering why she stopped uploading. Someone, however, started a rumor that she had gone missing. making many think that something tragic may have happened to her. It was then that Magibon.com was created, and these disturbing videos started to appear on the site. The videos showed a man in a gas mask obsessing over the YouTuber, putting her face on a projector screen and caressing a photo of her. Not only that, but words and sentences would pop up on the screen occasionally, and when translated, would lead to erotic novels, implying disturbing intentions. To make bad implications even worse, the third video showed a photo of the YouTuber and a doll with worms crawling out of its head, followed up with imagery of someone squirming under a blanket. Then at the end of the video, the text says, "I'm sorry." Many came to the natural conclusion that the man in the mask was a kidnapper who had taken the girl and ended her life. This conclusion, however, was false. Thankfully, the creator was later found out to be an art student who was looking for a way to get attention and a lot of traffic to his project. Essentially, it was a hoax. Magibon herself was later confirmed to not be missing at all, and later on, some people even found her modern accounts on social media, where she continued to post pictures and videos there. This whole situation really emphasizes how online rumors can spiral out of control incredibly quickly, and provide opportunities for people looking to make a hoax. Godly Recon is another odd case, as there are many conflicting stories on what is the real state of events. The mystery began when a YouTube channel called Nation Squid posted a video called Top 10 Creepy Things from the Internet. One of the entries on that list was a defunct YouTube channel called Godly Recon. Nation Squid himself posted an archive of the videos from that channel, and looking through them shows nothing out of the ordinary at first. It just seems like a regular video log from a random woman on the internet. But later in videos, she mentions that she is being stalked by someone and is rather distressed about it, wondering if it's someone who watches the channel or just a random admirer. The final video, titled Goodbye, is where this mystery turns into something truly dark, as it starts with her talking to the camera before a loud bang could be heard. Automatically, people drew the more obvious conclusion. Godly Recon was a video blogger who gained a stalker who killed her and posted the last video, leading to the channel being taken down. But that's not the end of the mystery. When people went looking for the original channel on the Wayback Machine, nothing could be found, leading some to believe that the channel never existed in the first place. But how could Nation Squid have seen these videos? Well, Nation Squid says that the channel in fact did exist in some time, citing the dates of the videos on his archives as proof. But people pointed out that those dates could in fact be edited to look older than they actually are. This led to a couple of theories. Some believe that Nation Squid is responsible for making the videos and tried to pass them off as being lost to time. Nation Squid himself was working on an ARG at the time, showing that he could be capable of such a thing. Another more scandalous explanation portrayed Nation Squid as the stalker, and that's how he has the videos. Some believe it was a hoax. Others think that it was an attempt at an ARG. Some even think that it's real. Help with Advice is another YouTube channel mystery, but this one feels more grounded and real. The YouTube channel covered the torment of a couple on a farmstead. The couple made repeated claims about being harmed, monitored, or targeted by the government. All of these claims are made in the descriptions of their videos. The actual claims about what exactly they thought was harming them is unclear, as many of the descriptions are rambly in nature, but it seems that the couple thinks that the Department of Defense or the government were sending signals in the direction of their homestead. This seems to be the explanation for all of the mishaps that they suffer through in all of their videos. On the channel, there are videos that show blurring cameras, claiming that it's proof of electronic interference, and even a video of a sick and dying cow that they also think has something to do with these signals. From shattering teeth to vomiting in the middle of the night, all of these things seem to be tied to the mysterious signal. A Facebook page was connected to the couple, and from there, similar posts followed. However, the Facebook page can't be found today. Many think that the couple has schizophrenia or some other mental illness, while others think that there's genuinely some type of government malfeasance. I couldn't find any info of the couple online, and there's no confirmation on what their names are. This dead end, combined with a deleted Facebook page, made many believe that the government really might have been involved. To this day, the YouTube channel remains online, though no official explanation has ever been offered. John Lang was a resident of Fresno, California, John became increasingly convinced that local authorities, and specifically members of the Fresno Police Department, were targeting, harassing, and stalking him, according to the accounts tied to his online activity and the Lang Marine YouTube channel he maintained. Lang claimed to have uncovered what he believed to be a police-run ticketing scam that disproportionately affected low-income drivers. He posted the commentary, photos, and security camera footage showing unmarked vans and police vehicles near his home, asserting that these were signs of surveillance and intimidation. On his YouTube channel and social media, Lang repeatedly documented what he saw as escalating harassment, footage of vehicles parked outside of his house, people loitering near his property, and strange activity caught by cameras he had installed facing the street. In mid-January 2016, Lang posted a cryptic message online that if he were found dead, it would be because of the Fresno police, a prediction that unnerved many who saw it. Just days later, on January 20th, 2016, Lang was found deceased inside of his burning home. Early reports from the Fresno County Coroner's Office initially suggested conflicting details about his death, including statements about stab wounds and the fire, but authorities eventually ruled it a suicide. Alternate media sources have speculated that something more sinister might have occurred. This is one of those cases that gets a little too real. No alleged leads attached to this one. A man burned alive in his house, and many think it was an assassination. And to be honest, it's hard to disagree, making John Lang a perfect entry this far down in the iceberg. Lex the Wonderdog is an internet mystery about a film that doesn't exist. No video of the film seems to be on YouTube or anywhere on the internet. At first glance, it sounds completely ordinary, a family film about a highly intelligent dog named Lex. It has an IMDb page and has a listed runtime of 92 minutes. It even credits a director, Sidney Ling, but according to the users on r/Lost Films, that's where things start to fall apart. Despite being listed as a full feature film, no one has been able to locate a surviving copy. No VHS transfers, no DVD prints, no theatrical posters, beyond a few scattered images. Not even low-quality clips uploaded to obscure forums. For a film supposedly released in 1973, the digital footprint is almost non-existent. Reddit users began digging deeper and uncovered an even stranger detail. Sidney Ling, the accredited director, was allegedly only 13 years old when the film was made. Some older editions of the Guinness Book of World Records reportedly listed him as the youngest person to direct a professionally made feature film. That claim alone would make Lex the Wonderdog historically significant, and yet no one can verify it. So the mystery isn't that Lex the Wonderdog is very disturbing, it's that it might be historically important and yet effectively erased. A feature-length film, a world record claim, a teenage director, and almost no surviving evidence. WKCR hijacking refers to an alleged hijacking of a college radio station in the 90s. The hijacking was brought to attention by a post on 4chan, where the poster talked about how they liked to make it a pastime to listen to the station and record interesting occurrences on tape when they happened. The station, operated by students at Columbia University, was known for jazz programming, news, and experimental broadcasts. Nothing out of the ordinary. Then, the music cut out. In its place was high-pitched screeching, distorted tones, heavy breathing, and a calm female voice, reading what sounded like obituaries. After several minutes, the regular broadcast resumed. The original poster says that the broadcast disturbed him so much, he threw the original tape he recorded the audio on in a drawer and tried to forget about it. Many online tried to piece the contents of the broadcast together, but many of the names mentioned by the voice had no correlation to each other. When the radio station was questioned about the event, they chalked it up to a hoax played by some of the members on the station, with no actual significance. Another piece of info that brought legitimacy into question was the fact that before it circulated on 4chan, it was posted to Reddit, specifically in the horror fiction community r/nosleep. That detail changes everything. On r/nosleep, stories are presented as real. That's part of the format. Authors do not break character. Readers suspend disbelief. It's collaborative fiction built to feel authentic. So when a story called Old Tape appeared on there, it immediately blurred the line between documentation and storytelling. Was it an archival discovery, or was it a piece of immersive horror written specifically for that audience? A story written in a fictional container. That interpretation was very plausible, but when questioned, the original poster said that while aspects of the No Sleep story were fake, that the overall premise of his post on 4chan was the real story. Some believed him, while others thought it was an excuse for trying to pull a legitimate hoax based on a fictional story he invented. Still, no confirmed answer remains. There's a horror story on the internet that doesn't come in the form of a single file, a cursed site, or a forgotten videotape. Instead, it exists as a sprawling, fragmented saga pieced together from dozens of anonymous comments scattered across threads. A narrative stitched together by fans into what is now called Mother Horse Eyes, or the Interface series. Starting around April 2016, an anonymous Reddit user posting under the moniker Mother Horse Eyes, often shorted to 9M, 9H, 9E, dropped hundreds of cryptic narrative fragments into unrelated comment threads across the platform. People gathered these bits and assembled them into an overarching mythology. At its core, Mother Horse Eyes isn't just horror, it's cosmic body horror and conspiratorial science fiction. The story weaves themes of government experimentation, LSD-induced psychological transformation, and grotesque flesh interfaces. Living organic portals described as tunnels of pulsating tissue that connect worlds and mutate reality itself. The narratives span decades, locations, and genres. One thread touches on experimental subjects returning encased in a sack-like construct. Another recounts military expeditions encountering unearthly phenomena. And another story follows future societies harnessing the biological network system. There's even a cosmic maternal figure, Mother Horse Eyes herself, whose nature is ambiguous as her name is unsettling. Fans and commentators have debated what Mother actually represents. Some see her as a literal cosmic force, others as an allegory for human delusion, addiction, and societal decay. The reception is varied. Some readers find the story deeply compelling, a tapestry of interconnected horror and philosophical reflection. Others criticize its sprawling, almost aimless structure. But regardless of interpretation, Mother Horse Eyes remains one of the internet's most unusual horror phenomena, not confined to a single medium, but spread across comments, forums, fan sites, audio readings, and countless discussions. Very few people know where the original ends and the legend begins. I want to thank all of you for watching my videos on the disturbing internet iceberg, and for those who are not into that sort of content, I sincerely apologize. This marks the end of this iceberg, but for those who are new and want to watch from the very beginning, keep a lookout for the compiled version of the past 4 videos. That being said, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.